Washington, it's Husky Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington. Husky Stadium is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains. You can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Now here's Sayin. Left side is Jackson. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Sayin. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a number 1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? Put a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you've just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. You're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Making the adjustment. Williams. Lucky to get it off.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Williams looking for a man. Rush right in his face. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Now Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Williams throws to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Washington sends out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Saying, trying to be heard about the noise. Turns it upfield. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking for a crease. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Yeah, just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense, gets everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
Right back to the well. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback changing the play. Trying to establish the run. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Washington wants to go quickly. Third down from the gun, Williams. Stepping to the right. Quickly to the tight end. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Throwing, Williams.
And you talk about just being a pain in the butt. This guy, he can just scramble, move, throw it on the run, and his ability to extend the play was the reason for the conversion right there, Palmer.
Yeah, and David, I like the idea that he kept his eyes down the field, right? With his speed, there's a lot of guys in his position that would have just taken off and tried to go get it with their legs, but he gave the play a chance. He allowed the routes to develop and let everybody work the scramble drill to find a big-time completion.
Williams will pass. This time he's got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's Williams to throw. Buying time to his right. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Keep it on the ground. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. He splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. On the run, it's Jackson. Just smothered on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Sayin to throw. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. This offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Now here's Sayin. Looking long. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Williams. They're all over it. Finds his tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks and they've got it at the 33. Washington right back to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington, as we get a look at the numbers so far. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. First play of the period will be a second down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Williams rushes on, and he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. It's complete to the right. Oh, what a cut! Made him miss again. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Takes the easy completion. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it with Washington. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Husky. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Out wide left, it's Jackson. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Throw it, say it. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. He lets it fly. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And coming into this game, talking to coaches, man, they were worried about how fast this defense was, how physical it was. And so far throughout this game, man, it's shown up. Like the speed, the tackling, the eye discipline, they've done such a good job owning this football game early. And it's on the offense now that they've got to find some answers.
Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Throwing, Williams. Here comes the heat. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
And that's just mano-a-mano, receiver one-on-one man coverage. He's got to win. He's got to get back and cross the defender's face, fight back to the football, make the catch to pick up that first down.
Williams will pass. Fires to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Here's Williams to throw. Left side, it's Lawson. Hard running there. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. It's Williams again. Escapes the pressure going right. Lets it fly. Out wide right, it's Lawson. Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17. Washington hoping to make this defense bow down in the red zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Williams. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down.
looking for a man. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And no takeover. First and 10.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's Julian saying to throw. Finds the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Pulls it on the option. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they'll get him down after a solid return. On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Washington! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll move the tight end. Say it. The throw. Complete. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Play fake, say it. Under pressure. Buried before he could blink.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
2nd and long here. motion from the wide receiver. Quick give. It's Jackson. Nice move there. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. Right side, it's Jackson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situations. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Oh, he's got some space. Past the 10. Touchdown, Buckeye! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the 2nd quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the 2nd half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Williams. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. Inside the 30. The 10. All the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this is always the fine line as an offense, man. You want to be aggressive. You want to go get more points right before the half. But you can't be careless. You can't make mistakes. And, man, Palmer, that's a big mistake that goes all the way back the other direction.
And give the defense credit, too, because in that 2-minute situation, they're expecting pass. Everybody's got to be on guard. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. He was able to jump the throw. Now he's taking it the distance. He's building the lead for his team. They've got so much momentum now heading into halftime.
And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They had the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5.
Booster.
Throwing, Williams. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Williams will pass. Sends it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Not a lot of room to field this one. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. Hauls it in. There he goes. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Maybe a crease. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Gain of 24. First and goal, Ohio State.
The Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. He'll do it himself. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Slams ahead. Brought down short of the end zone, and that will bring up third and goal. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. They'll run it here on third and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They take the lead with the 6. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. So they moved the ball 43 yards on that drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
21, Washington, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's Williams to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Hauls in the deep ball. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Huskies come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Williams looking for a man. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers. What about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Williams to the air again. Moving out to the right. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Washington! His third touchdown in the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Zayn unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man, or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Sets his feet. It's Zayn. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it way down the field. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. On the run, it's Jackson. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Zayn to throw. Back open in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. He'll pull it down. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Buckeyes have moved it inside the 20. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. They'll take the penalty and move them back. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Throwing, say it. Whip it out to the back on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Here's Julian saying to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
Enormous play coming right here. Third down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, you got 3rd in California, not a lot of play calls for that, so they go with the safe run, and a nice job getting a lot of the yardage back. Obviously, you don't get the first down, you either do 2 things. One, you help out the punter here, or if you decide to go for it and you trust your quarterback in your passing game, let's find out what this coach wants to do.
I am not always the most positive guy towards kickers. We all know that. But how about that, man? First opportunity in the game, in the 4th quarter, when your team needed it, the game now tied because of his foot.
Huskies offense out there and ready to go. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a winning drive.
Booster, booster. Let's go.
Williams, look out. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Williams will pass. Rush right in his face. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. He's changing the play. Motion from the back. Lined up in the gun. Williams on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So the big turnover, the interception, setting up this offense in a tie game with a chance to drive for the go-ahead score. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25?
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give. Turning it on. He's at the touchdown. Buckeye. They move on top here in the 4th. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Williams, they're all over him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Making the adjustment on the play. Williams looking for a man. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it down the right side. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. It's Williams again. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Quarterback keep. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
stepping up to help this defense on third down. Now here's Saying. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this... Getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. They boot it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. From the gun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Changing the routes with his receivers. Throwing, Williams. He wants a big play here late. He's got it down the field. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Williams will pass. Finds his target. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Now Washington uses his 3rd timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. They kick it away on 4th down. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Here's Williams to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Williams looking for a man. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. He's taking a deep shot. Makes a deep grab. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Williams to the air again. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Williams rushes on. He's not afraid to go deep. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And I'm okay with that shot right there. Like, this is the perfect area on the field to take that deep shot. As you get closer to the goal line, it gets a little bit harder to throw the football. So I like the aggressiveness by this offense.
3rd down from the gun, Williams. Here comes the heat. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? Bringing it back. And he runs out of bounds with the interception, and that is how we'll finish off this game. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays.